Alright, guys, welcome to today's third episode of Pitcrew podcast. I am by myself for right now. I had three people said that they were going to join, and then one of them had to go into work last minute, and two of them said they're going to try and join later. I hope that's true, because I hate to be by myself doing this. But I do want to talk about this and get this out of the way because Case H was revealed a few days ago, and I just want to get out of the way. So thank you for joining this podcast, and I hate to be alone. I hate to be alone. I'm gonna try and get some more members than just the four that I have, and only two of them have joined so far. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the little stuff first. And did I even get pictures? I know I did. Fairly certain I did. Not. Fairly certain I did not. There's a few things I added last minute that I completely forgot that were new. So, let me add those. I kind of want to talk about the less interesting stuff first. Let me save this real quick. Save as. I always. Okay. Save. Also, type 1 in the chat if everything sounds clear. Type 2 if it doesn't. I just want to make sure everything sounds clear first. Let's see, image. I just want to make sure everything sounds clear before we start talking about everything. Okay, everything's sounding clear. Okay. So first off, I would like to talk about the Tomica cars real quick. This one's less interesting. It's just Mac. Tomica Mac. I could have sworn they released this already. I don't keep up with Tomica stuff, but apparently this is new. So, yeah, Mac. Yeah, this is, way less interesting. But the next one is way more interesting. Let me switch it out. Here we have President Mater, which is just a Mater repaint. I'm gonna talk about Tomica real quick. I haven't kept up with Tomica stuff recently because they've barely done anything for On the Road. The only interesting thing Tomica related that they've done recently, in my opinion, was the Cave McQueen and Mater, which are the only new molds that they've made for On the Road stuff. The rest are just really bad repaints. Sure, Cruise McQueen, yeah, makes sense. Then you got the Cryptid Buster McQueen, which looks horrible. Mattel did a great job on that. I really hope to find that soon in stores if Target will ever restock. But and then we got this repaint. What's up with the bad repaints? Come on, Mattel. Yeah, they just been doing a bad job lately with new stuff. And I feel like there's a few repaints they can do, like Sterling, the Zebra Sterling MC, as I like to call it on this podcast. Yeah, pretty bad. I just hope that Tomica gets their stuff together and just comes up with some more interesting stuff. Although something that's weird to think about actually is we have two versions of Cave Mater, the I forgot what they're called, the dinosaur Mater, and yet we still don't even have a Mattel one. Speaking of which, I just got the Mattel Crave, the Mattel Cave McQueen, a few today actually in Walmart. He looks really nice. I like the way he's made. Anyways, on to the next thing, the less interesting thing. Once again, well, okay, this one's actually pretty cool. Switch it out. We have this 100th anniversary of the Popcorn Bucket Mater. This is pretty cool. Like, it lights up and everything. This is honestly really cool. Although I have my 100th anniversary version of Mater from Cars Land. Or not 100th anniversary, 10-year anniversary of Cars Land. But Mini Racers did Cave. Wait, Mini Racers did Cave the Cave Mater? Or am I thinking of someone else? I know that they did Cave McQueen. They've produced the heck out of that McQueen for some reason, but anyways, this is cool. I don't know what the $500 means. Or is that like $499? I don't know what the price is here. If someone could please explain the price, I would love to hear the price. But let's see. Okay. Uh, but yeah, I think that is everything minus the case listings. Wait. There are some more factory customs. Uh, uh, okay, so there's some factory customs that are pretty interesting. I don't really care for factory customs. Really, the most interesting one to me is China. Um, hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry, I had a mic problem. Okay, uh, the factory customs. I don't really care for factory customs that much, but there is a China on the road McQueen, which is nice. If you care about China cars, I mean, hey, there's a on the road McQueen. But yeah, that's kind of really it in terms of factory customs. Anyways, on to the case listings. Let me pull up an image just so I can look at the entire case. All right, so case H, everything. Oh, okay. I was curious what the $499 meant though, but the case listings consist of Cars 1 McQueen, a World Grand Prix McQueen, an On the Road McQueen, New Expression. A lot of McQueens in this case. um, shoot, I don't even know this name. The Yellow South Flat Racer guy. I'm sorry, I'm awful with names, but yeah, I hope you know what that means. Oh wait, Gerstein Marshall. I think that's his name. And then we also have another one of this guy. You know what? I could just look at this. This will be easier for me. Royce Revsley. That's it. Another Royce Revsley. Because apparently we need more of him. Apparently, I don't know why there's so much of him. Chisaki. I really hope I'm like getting these names right. These are like the re-releases. Lightning McCase, honestly, yes, because of everything that's in this case. There's a lot of McQueens in this case. I do like getting multiple McQueens though. It's always nice just to get a bunch of McQueens. So something about it is just nice to have. But I think the car is Chisaki. I'm just clarifying to make sure. Come on, there has to... You know, I could just do this. Chisaki. I'm pretty sure it's Chisaki. Apparently, I cannot even find... Okay, hold on. Let me try this. Today's podcast is going a little great. Yeah. Chisaki. It is Chisaki. Yes. Oh my gosh. Chisaki is such a peg warmer. You are right. I don't know what's the need of releasing Chisaki like crazy. Anyways, Mater. I assume it's... I don't know if this is on the road Mater or just normal Mater. Uh, another Cave McQueen. I'm happy that they're re-releasing a bunch of the newer stuff, or like in other cases and stuff. Lizzie, River Scott, because apparently we need more River Scotts. Um, can we get like an old River Scott, not the heyday one? We have Speed Demon. We have Griswold. Two Cryptid Buster McQueens. I'm really happy because I was afraid Cryptid Buster McQueen was gonna get oh, that's Mater with Working Toe Hook as a single? Oh, that's a horrible re-release. Okay. I guess it's like, okay. Thank you for that clarification. um, Cryptid Buster McQueen 2. I'm happy we're getting more of him. Two Ducks, and two Vinyl Toupee Racers, Cars 1 version. And here's everything that is new in this case. We have Cryptid Buster Mater. This was revealed in the the first episode of the podcast, the package look of him. Uh, it's nice that he's in this case because it's honestly a pretty cool case because you got Griswold and McQueen, so you got like three from that short. Pretty good variety right there. And then we have Mato. Is also in this case, also in package release. Let's see, and then these are two cars that we don't have in package yet. I was hoping that we get a package look of them before the stream, but we have Jeremy. Now this one's questionable. I'm pretty sure this one's been kind of like this one's very questionable in terms of if it's in this case or not. But I hope he is because I want like a Hugo. I know we have Hidden Run, but like I would like more Hugos, and this guy would be awesome to have. But it's also he's like a fan favorite on Twitter for some reason. So yeah, I it would be nice to get this guy. And then we also have the big dinosaur name that I cannot. Our guest is here. Thank goodness. Hi, I'm live, by the way. Hi, you're live. Our guest is here, everyone. Say hello. DinocoBlue 43 decided to show up.
Fashionably late, as I like to call it.
Yes, Joe also said he's going to join late, so.
Okay, well, we'll see if he even comes in at all. So.
Okay, you came in like a little bit right on time because I'm talking about the new cars in the case. You missed all the re-releases though. All I'm gonna say in terms of the re-releases and what you missed is there's like 6 McQueens in this case.
I knew it like when I first saw it, and I mean it's excessive still. The only thing that saves it is that 3 of them are like, at least 3 of them are like recently come out this year, you know.
Oh yeah.
If it was something like McQueen, Roll Grand Prix McQueen, Cruisin' McQueen, Bugmouth McQueen or something, then I would be fuming.
It's 2 Cryptid Buster McQueens and Cave McQueen. So, and I'm happy
Cryptid Buster McQueen is probably I think the Cryptid Buster McQueen is my favorite inclusion in terms of like stuff that was in a previous case.
Oh yeah,
it's definitely my favorite return because he's already sought after. Because the fact that he's not in that Walmart 12 count case means that people are still after him, and and it makes him that much more valuable. The other ones are dimming down. I've seen it. Like I've seen the last few days because ever since like everyone's Walmart started to get in the Disney 100 case, the prices for them have significantly reduced online. They're still, up. They're still like definitely pricey compared to finding it in the store. But it has dimmed down a little bit. Cryptid Buster McQueen is the only one that's kind of staying at a certain level because
I gotta be honest, I was really tempted to buy him, but then he's in this case, so it's what's holding me off from
as
buying
long as
him.
I mean, if he'll be, it just depends if he's gonna be in the 12 count version of this case.
But some of the other new ones are Mato and Cryptid Busted Mater. Uh, also Griswold's
Don't
in this
expect
case,
this case.
so I think that's a cool card to put in this case.
You see how many? I guess it is mostly McQueen, but you see how much red is in that case?
Mm-hmm.
Like including Royce Revsley.
Yes, because we need another Royce Revsley. And Chisaki. We need another Chisaki.
I mean, at the very least, right? If you're gonna do one of the anime girls, like do one that we haven't gotten in a while. Like do Harumi or something, just to
Yeah.
freshen it up.
Or the Chase.
Yeah, I would say they wouldn't re-release a Chase, but I mean they did it with Lee Race, so.
Yeah, so. But some of the other new cars is. Please help me with the pronunciation of this name. It is the dinosaur that we have as a color changer.
Okay, so it's the Quadratorkasaur.
How do you pronounce? I want to know.
I guess I'm just good at pronouncing it. Do you know if it's labeled as the Quadratorkasaur or the baby one? Because there is technically like two different kinds.
Yeah, I don't know what it'll be, but
I'd like to. I mean, which one was the color changer labeled under, the baby or the mom?
I think it was baby.
So I think this one would probably be the baby one, because I mean it depends. It could still be like the mama Quadratorkasaur, but
yeah,
kind of hard to tell. It depends on how they label it, on the name tag. Well, I guess the name tag is the card, but anyway, yeah.
I will say it is nice to finally get some more dinosaurs, yet we still don't have Mater.
Yeah, at least I'm just glad that it isn't just him. He's gonna go well with Pistoposaurus.
Oh yeah, definitely. I just got the McQueen. What's the actual label of the name? It is.
I think they literally call him Cave McQueen.
Oh, Cave McQueen. Oh, he's honestly really cool. I thought I was kind of I was like, okay, it's nice to finally get it, but he's actually really cool. I like how he's put together. The wheels.
Is he a matte finish?
Yes, he is.
That's good to hear.
And the dirt detailing is so nice.
Yeah, honestly, Cave McQueen might be one of my favorite McQueen variations from the show. I mean, I know there's only 4 to pick from, but I think he's probably top 2. But I would have to wait and see until I get them all in person, because that can obviously change my mind.
I think so far my favorite is Cryptid Buster. McQueen.
Also, what does it for me? Is the Cave McQueen expression is just perfect.
That too.
I know. As much as I know that he doesn't exactly look like that in the show. He's more excited and then just fearing for his life.
Mm-hmm.
But I just love the expression because it's really stereotypical of a caveman, and I just love the stereotype.
Yeah. Also, I got Deputy McQueen as well. He's also really cool. He's a lot better out of the package than what I've seen in pictures.
Yeah, I'm still not a massive fan of his expression. That's the only thing that I'm a little iffy about.
Yeah, I think it's a little too happy. I think it should have been more of a
I think personally, all I would have done, I would have just closed his mouth.
Honestly, yeah. Or honestly, I would have given him the expression of the new McQueen that we have, the new on the road McQueen, just because it looks more of a worried, like a, I don't know.
Yeah, I get it.
As Mater put it precisely, a scatterbrain look. But we also have Jeremy.
Yeah, we're not sure if it's Jeremy yet, though, but I hope it is him.
I'm trying to.
Because in the case listing for Jeremy, quote unquote, let's hope, it labels the car as a nervous car. So you could classify like Jeremy as like a nervous car, but that's just what they labeled it as.
Yeah,
The only
it's
thing that makes me think it might not be Jeremy is the thing that like Jeremy is like an established name. This isn't something that we don't know yet. Like I'm pretty sure like Jeremy comes from the show in general. They don't like call him Jeremy in the show, I don't believe, but
the
I think in the
credits,
end
I think,
credits,
yeah.
yeah, his name is Jeremy in the credits. So his name is already set in stone. So if it's already
Mhm.
set in stone, I don't know why they wouldn't just, put that in the case listing instead of just calling it a nervous car.
Um, I don't know. I don't know too much about case listing, like why they label it the way it is, but if it is Jeremy, I'm happy that we are getting another uh Road Rumbler car because I know it
He's
is confirmed we are getting Mater this year, and so we have three
Who would have
cars.
thought we would ever see? Who
And
would have thought we would ever see Mater with like a flamethrower or that kind of like gun machinery type thing again? I mean, after Cars 2, you would have never thought it.
and then I already talked about Mater and Mato, the crypt, so we already talked about that in the other stream, so it's just nice to get those. But then there's also Racer A Short. It's obviously a soft launch
Yeah,
racer.
nobody's gonna guess who that is.
Uh, do we already know who he is, or is it just a theory that it's the Gremlin?
It's a theory, but honestly, I just think everyone says the Gremlin because that's who everyone wants. That's like probably the most highly anticipated
Yeah, it's
salt blast
also,
racer that people want to see released.
to be honest, it's like the only logical one they can make because like the rest are like super long. So
I mean, we can only
Niles.
hope.
Oh, is Racer A Short Niles speed cone? Someone in the chat is
Oh, it
saying.
could be. Oh
I
yeah,
think.
I forgot about that listing. So yeah, Razor A Short is probably like that Niles speed cone
Mm-hmm.
character, but then again, like Niles could still be that green gremlin.
Yeah.
I almost completely forgot about that
Oh,
listing. I
it's
feel
the
like so
other.
much
Oh,
updates
that's
has happened.
lame. Someone says it's the other That's Jammin' model. It's the blue
So
one
like the blue one,
with the engine. I think that's what it is.
it's like if Revo Cost and Dash Jammin' had a kid.
Man, that's lame. I wanted the Gremlin. I guess it is cool to get another That's Jammin' because like I feel like he
See, the thing
looks
that sucks is
cooler, but
you can't even make a custom of that green gremlin. Because as much as they've even done Greebles, for example, we've never gotten a gremlin that has like an intake and it's like a part of the mold. It's not like a
yeah.
separate piece. If it was a separate piece, you can probably customize it. But the fact that the intake is like in the mold, you can't customize that green gremlin, unfortunately.
They did say it's not confirmed yet, so like it could change. I mean, yeah. Uh, but yeah, that's pretty much everything of Case H. I was hoping we would have pictures, but Case F is now hitting Walmart's though, so that's nice.
Yeah, but also don't suspect this case to come out anytime soon. On the very least, I'm just hoping that like the card art reveals for quote unquote nervous car and Racer A Shore come out because then we can actually 100% confirm who they are.
Yeah.
But the fact this case is still comes after the other case with Road Rumbler McQueen Pistoposaurus, and that hasn't even come out yet. It hasn't even leaked yet. So it will be a while
No, there were
before we get this
images.
one.
There were images leaked, but
Yeah, but I mean, like, they're not available to the open
yeah,
public, and they're not even available to resellers, common resellers.
yeah. Like Gimmick Collectibles hasn't got them. Cars Lot Sales they haven't received them yet.
Carlos Sales is normally the first person to ever get the cases.
Yeah. Which I hope he gets it soon because that's my favorite case so far of the year. You get 3 new on the road cars, 3 new re-releases, and uh,
Yeah, the only thing about Deputy McQueen, by the way, is that if it's like the thing that sucks is that he's very tempting to get, obviously, but at the same time, you have it in the back of your mind that he's in the Bella Cadavra 2-pack. And so you're just thinking to yourself, like, I'm definitely going to end up with a duplicate. But
oh yeah,
I know some people are probably thinking, I want to wait for that 2-pack to come out, so then I don't end up with 2 Deputy McQueens. But like, it's just so tempting to get him like now, you know?
Yeah. Do you think it's possible that okay, so you know how we got images of Cryptid, Busted, Mater, and Mato? Someone mentioned that we have images of them. Uh, do you think it's possible that the next Walmart, you know how there's a Walmart case of like case H, like the Walmart case is different?
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible that the Walmart case of case H is only gonna have Mater and Mato and like all the re-releases and not the
Well,
three
it's
new
always
ones?
possible, but they've done a pretty. It's always possible. They've done a pretty good job of putting most of the
Yeah,
new releases in the 12 count cases this year. And you want to know, by the way, I feel like Mattel almost knows that, or at least they knew from like earlier than we thought we knew that Walmart was going to be a great distribution place for cars this year. Because you noticed how like they have done a good job of putting the new cars in the case, in the 12 count case. It's almost like they knew in advance that like Walmart was going to be a lot more of a reliable supplier than Target.
probably, yeah. Which is weird to think about.
Because last year, obviously, Target was better than Walmart in terms of finding new stuff. So Mattel probably knew that. And last year in the 12 count cases for Walmart, they rarely put in like actual like good stuff in the 12 count cases.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh, it was funny. I was gonna say like, I'm a little worried that we're getting like a new case per month, and yet we still don't have a case. What case is the 100th anniversary cars again? F. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I was
a
I was worried that like case F isn't even out in stores yet, and like case H is already revealed, but it just hit stores now, so I'm a little less worried. We're just
I'm gonna
uh
fact check it. I actually think it might be KC.
no, I
I
think it is
forget.
case F.
No, because I keep thinking like there's definitely a case in between it.
Yeah. By the way, my Target is like super well stocked on case B. Yeah.
Must be nice.
At least it's like a nice, or at least it's like set up nicely, unlike how it was Monday.
I mean,
But
I as good as Walmart has been, my 2 Walmarts are still just trash. And after today, I don't think I'm going back for a long time again.
just go to a different Walmart that you like haven't gone
I just
to, and
couldn't venture. I just couldn't venture out today. I can probably venture
mm,
out over the weekend if I wanted to, but then again, like I think I have someone who has like everything ready to ship to me because I'm buying from them except the Disney 100 cars. But I guess like the Disney 100 cars is still a thing I could search out for.
I think I know who that someone is because I also asked if they can ship out something for me.
Yeah.
um. Uh. But yeah, I will say like it is nice to actually get like new stuff, like a decent amount of new stuff per case because this case has like 5 new cars. Uh, which is really nice in terms of how many new things there are. Cause I'm trying to think of like previous cases. Last case had 3 new cars and 3 awesome re-releases. I know they're not new, but they feel new to me. um, and then this case or the case that I just found at Walmart, case F, had 3 new cars, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't count the 100th anniversary cars as like, I know they're technically new, but like, they don't really feel new, which is weird, but yeah, I think. Oh yeah, there's something else I talked about. I was talking about that popcorn bucket, the Mater 100th anniversary.
Yeah, it's only gonna be available in Mexico though, so.
Really?
Mhm.
I'm gonna stick with my Cars Cars Land 10-year anniversary popcorn bucket that I spent $30 on.
Yeah, $30 is a good price, all things considered. If you see how much it goes for now.
Wait, how much does the Mater popcorn bucket go for? The Cars Land.
Well, it was temporary, right? It wasn't a permanent thing, and that automatically meant that it was gonna go up in price. And now that it's discontinued, obviously, you can't get it at Disneyland anymore. It's gone up in value like a lot. I've seen.
I remember I went to Cars Land and I saw someone carry 4 of the Maters.
Yeah, right now he's like a good, I want to say, in the $54 to $60 range.
Yeah, okay, he's not as like high price as I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be higher. Oh well, I found the someone listed the new one. 60.
What?
The new one's for 60.
I love how I took the picture in front of the cozy cone.
That's funny. Oh yeah, and also I was talking about the Tomica cars as well. Nothing crazy. It's just President Mater and Mac. Tomica has not been doing that good, honestly.
I'm pretty sure there's 5 cases after the recent case with Christopher McQueen, Christopher Mater, Mato, and all the others. I'm pretty sure we have 5 cases left after that. So that means we have 5 cases to get the last 3 like main Mater variants, which is Road Rumbler, Cave, and President Mater. So that's 3 Mater variations.
Is there only 5 cases left?
Well, yeah, there's 5 more cases after, like, you know, the recent one that got revealed. Like, that's for the year. It seems like a little, but like we've gotten a decent amount of cave. Oh yeah.
Wait, the last case comes out in September or gets revealed? I thought they had one in October.
Wait, hold on. Let me do my math. April.
Because we already have one.
September. We'll get the very last case of the year revealed in September.
Aw. That's annoying.
Yeah, that means that the last case of the year realistically should come out in like November. So like that's the very tail end of the year.
Well, I will say this year has done really nicely though. Like this year is already 100% better than last year. I'm
gonna be very, very, very disappointed if we don't get like the last 3 Mater variations this year. I'm sure we'll get some, right? But I'm saying if any of them are missing, like for example, let's say like we actually don't get President Mater as a diecast this year, I'm gonna get so disappointed.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna be annoyed if we don't get.
Honestly, the thing is, right? They did the McQueen counterpart for each Mater variation. Like they've done all of them pretty much. Road Rumbler McQueen still needs to come out, but he's confirmed. So we're just now like trying to get each Mater counterpart for each McQueen variant. Mm-hmm. So we have the Cryptid Buster one to go with the Cryptid Buster McQueen. We still need President Mater to go with the Deputy Hazard McQueen. We still need Road Rumbler Mater for Road Rumbler McQueen.
Which he is confirmed. He is confirmed. So we just don't have images yet. So
yeah, watch him be in the last case of the year though. So it's gonna be a long time.
We also need a Soft Flats Mater, or which I hope they do release this year, just because I feel like that Mater needs to be made at some point, and I feel like it needs to be done this year. But
there's still some cars on the road characters I'm banking on them doing, and I'm hoping they doing. Like for example, like I still really hope we get Randy, but like I'm being a little pessimistic about it. As in, like, I'm not completely confident that we're going to get Randy, but I hope we do. Because I feel like it'd be kind of weird if the twins are the only cars from that episode we get.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Randy is also confirmed. So I just hope that we get a car. Like, yes, the Mater variants I do want to get, but I also want, I hope we get, like, a car from, like, each short, like, that's main, if that makes sense. Like, a few at least, like Randy, for as an example. Um, who else? Like Motto. uh,
We can also still get the Range Rover Cryptid Buster Hunter.
yes. I hope we get the other. Yeah. Honestly, I could see them do like a multi pack, like a 4-pack of like the RV.
Honestly, they should. Honestly, they might as well like do another Amazon pack like with the Ivy one, but instead just like
Honestly, yeah.
base it around the Legend episode and just make like the RV guy like the exclusive to the Amazon pack.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, actually, yeah. Do that, and then maybe do a
I
four
know.
pack.
Were you thinking of Moss Ivy?
Yes, but I think a cooler 4-pack would be like the Target 4-pack would be Mossy Ivy. Uh, what else? Mossy Ivy. Uh, the Pity like at the car wash, and then McQueen and Mater. I think that could be like a cooler, kind of like the other 4-pack we got.
Yeah, I understand.
But yeah, the 3-pack of Griswold, Margaret, and the RV would be amazing. But I'm trying to think of like other. They need to do more multi packs. Like honestly, I think they need to do like 2 4-packs this year or
I'm
three.
surprised they
Honestly, 3.
haven't done one for. I'm surprised they haven't done one like for Target yet this year.
I
Because the
know.
last one they did with the Showtime story, I feel like they would have done like a updated version
Mhm.
from On the Road still, but like just a new one.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't. I'm surprised they haven't done another 11-pack yet.
Target should be put to shame this year.
Honestly, yes, this is the year Target fell. Which is weird because I feel like Target did amazing when Cars on the Road first came out because like that's the only place I found on the road stuff. Like I found all the play sets, I found all the color changers, uh I found the 4-pack. So, yeah, me and Turbo Tractor it was me and Turbo Tractor like did a meetup, and that's when we found all of the on the road stuff. It was so fun. So, and then we went to Walmart, and like I think the only on the road thing we found was like one color changer. But
I'm still thinking about getting the Ghost car with the color changer line.
yeah, I haven't gotten any color changer just because I don't know. I have color changer President Mater, but I bought it to sell on eBay. No one has bought it yet. I'm really tempted to open it just to put it next to the McQueen.
If Diana doesn't come out this year, though, I'll probably get her color changer version just because
Yeah,
I think the color changer version like actually kind of holds up well.
it does. Also, something that you said about having like 2 of each of the McQueens. I will say for me, I kind of hope to get to because uh in terms of how I'm displaying my on the road stuff, I have like McQueen and Mater like with the on the road cars. Just cuz like I like having the Mater, McQueen, and like the cars that go with the episode behind it. And I
Yeah,
have my own Mater and McQueen display, and I like to have all of the McQueens and Maters in that display as well. So getting 2 is nice for me.
yeah, it's true. Me personally, I plan to eventually. I mean, I'm already kind of doing it anyway, but I really like to display my cars. Like, I know how people like. It gets to the point where you don't know exactly how to display your cars. Like, you don't know how you want to organize them, like what categories or something. I'm just gonna like do my whole collection off of like the projects. Like that's just a short and simple way. So like you have your a Cars one display, then the thing a Cars two theme display, a Cars three theme display,
Yeah,
and then even like from Meters Tall Tales and stuff.
that's how I do
The only thing
mine.
I would separate is Cars one because there's the Radiator Springs theme stuff and the Piston Cup theme stuff, which are probably their own separate entities.
So for me, it's Cars 1. And right next to Cars 1 is the Townies, which has a variation of like all, 3 movies of like each townie and stuff. And then I have a Mater display, which is all of the movies. I keep my Maters from the shorts separate just because it's harder to get the cars from the shorts. So that's why. And I like to have the shorts separately. Um, and then I have like a McQueen display and a Ramon display. And then on the other side of my room is 2 and 3. I like to keep my Cars 1 separately. I know it sounds weird, but
yeah,
I don't know. It's just I like my Cars 1 to be a little neater.
I get it.
Also, I do have a few things in my Radiator Springs display, or like the cars from Radiator Springs. I do have a couple cars from 2 and 3, like Otis, the Tales of RS shorts, like those cars. And I have the only car from Cars 3, minus like McQueen and Ramon variants and Mac variants, is Scott Tiller. I don't know why. I just have him in my RS display.
It's funny because he doesn't even appear in Radiator Springs.
It's just it feels the most Cars 1 to me. I don't know. It's hard to describe. And also, he feels out of place in the Cars 3 display. So.
Yeah, I get very strict with it. Like I literally like if I'm just like if you don't appear in that project, then I'm just not including you with them. Like even like down to the variants. Like I don't put like for example like with the Ramones, I don't put the Body Shop Ramone with the other Ramone variants. Like I put the Union Jack Body Shop and the what's the other one? Radiator Springs Ramone. I put like those 3 variants with the Cars 2 stuff.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Well, I have my Ramones, like, kind of separate from Cars 1. It's like a whole shelf full of Ramones. Yeah, I have a very, very big Ramone display.
Yeah, it kind of gets a little weird, but I just like to stick to it because it's
Yeah.
just the easiest way to do everything. Because then you start like making exceptions, and then it becomes more exceptions, and then like you just kind of like mind boggle yourself, like if you really want to or not, or if you really like it or not. Like for example, if they do release the Ramon that appears in On the Road, I'm gonna display it with all the other On the Road stuff, even though it's like literally the only Ramon there. But
Oh, I would have put it with Cars 3. I know it feels Cars 3. But yeah, I understand, like, the point of all that. I hope we get Ramon. I assume we're not going to get Ramon this year, but it'd be nice to get the Ramon. Maybe next year, right?
they better not label it Road Trip Ramon, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
I get it with McQueen and Mater because they actually go on the road trip, but
Yeah.
like they better just call it On the Road Ramon.
What are they gonna call it? Like painting time Ramon or?
Actually, paint. I can imagine them doing Paint Time Ramon.
The thing is that after what they called Cruise, I could see them calling it Road Trip Ramon. They called like Cruise like Rusty's Dinoco
I don't honestly
Cruise or something.
I don't even like the fact that they labeled McQueen and Mater as Road Trip McQueen and Mater. Like I wish they just did the name of the show for them, only because like it just gets confusing because they technically did Road Trip McQueen and Mater back in 2016.
That is actually true. I forgot about that.
Like they labeled them as Road Trip McQueen and Road Trip Mater back then. So
it's kind of
now you have like 2 different cars with the same name, and it just gets confusing.
I just remembered that they did a road trip re-release of Ramon and the Mini Racers line. Like that's just such an odd, specific re-release. Or it's not really a re-release.
Yeah, but then again, they also did Carbon Shoe, and they didn't even do a regular shoe.
That's true. That's true. I forgot. This is why I don't buy the Mini Racers. Because my collection would be like my OCD would be like, I have to put Shu in the Carbon Racer section. Just one Shu Cherokee right there.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Like, that'd be... I will say, I have been tempted to get some of the Cars tunes from the Mini Racers line. I don't know why. It's just... I don't know.
Yeah, but the biggest risk is that you feel like once you buy your first one, then you're just putting yourself down the path of buying
See,
more
I
and
thought
more
I
and
did that
more.
because I did buy one pack, and it was the Dinoco 3-pack with like Chick, the King, and McQueen, and it's the only one I ever bought so far. So,
Do you just like put those with like the Dinoco stuff?
nope, it's like on its own shelf, just sitting there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like this. It's like a weird like alone shelf. But I almost got Cars 2 stuff as well, just because I miss Cars 2 stuff. I hate the movie, but I like the diecast, so. But I think this is a good transition to our last topic of today's podcast. Toy Story 5. Toy Story 5 was announced. What are your thoughts?
I'm speechless, and it's not a good speechless.
I'm shocked and frustrated. I want to punch something.
This is the second time not even the first. It's the second time that they are basically just scrapping a quote unquote official ending of the franchise.
It can't be worse than 4, right?
Let's just get one thing straight, though, is that no matter what the plot would possibly be, 100% Woody and Buzz are going to reunite at some point.
You know...
They're going to have them reunite. Like, they're not going to go through a whole movie without either, and they're definitely not going to go through a whole movie without, like, either of them interacting, like, with each other.
As someone who hates Toy Story 4 with a burning passion, going out of my way to say it's the worst Pixar movie of all time. Yes, worse than Cars 2. Yes, worse than Turning Red. Yes, worse than The Good... I actually kind of like The Good Dinosaur. But it's... I'm not ready for this. 4 was bad enough, and like... Yeah, we don't need a 5th. We don't need a 5th at all. Lightyear was also bad. So... for people who don't know, just to kind of get the info out of the way, so basically Disney announced 3 sequel movies that they're making. Zootopia 2, that's a logical choice. I'm surprised they haven't done it yet. Frozen 3, I actually am kind of excited for that because I like the second one. And I always like trilogies, so I just hope it's the last. Probably won't, but I hope it's the last. And then Toy Story 5. Inside Out 2 is also confirmed, but I'm actually okay with that. But the third one ended perfectly. The fourth one, as much as I hate it, I will admit, it also had a conclusion. Like, I hate it, but it had a conclusion. And even more, you can't do anything conclusion after this. And the fifth one's just going to ruin it. For the people who like that conclusion.
But it just undermines. It just the thing is, like, you ask yourself what was the point of Toy Story 4 anyways, because Toy Story 3 ended off on such a good note. But now with Toy Story 5, you especially wonder even more what was the point of Toy Story 4, because you can't really do Toy Story 5 without someone undermining what you built up in the fourth movie.
Yeah.
Right? You're gonna reunite Buzz and Woody, like I just said. That undermines the ending, right? And how emotional that was meant to be. So again, like what was the point of the fourth movie? Because
Toys.
now like, the fifth one just sounds like
Money.
the fifth one just sounds like it's gonna undermine the fourth one.
Also,
I kind of wish that they. I mean, the only thing that I can think of, the only kind of acceptable ending, in my opinion, is if Woody ends up back in Andy's like possession.
that'd be cool, but I doubt they do it. Uh, something like else that someone pointed out on why they picked these three movies. These three movies that they're making sequels of are Disney's like highest rated animated movies in terms of like box office. So I think that's why they picked these three. But oh no. Someone says, "Am I the only one who doesn't want a Cars 4?" Yeah, no, we don't want a Cars 4 either. We don't want a Cars 4. I don't want a Cars 4. You don't want a Cars 4. A lot of
I'd
people.
rather On the Road season two.
Yeah, same. Uh,
They kind of already teed it up anyway in the last episode because
yeah.
they let it be known that McQueen and Mater were gonna drive back and not just fly back. So if they do a season two, it'll probably just be like them driving back to Radiator Springs. The only thing about it is that there's no longer like a end goal, if you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
obviously in the first season, the end goal was like making it to his sister's wedding and all of that and what came of that. I feel like they might find it weird. They did a whole season based off of a road trip back to Radiator Springs because it's not really like an end goal per se. Like you're just
Yeah.
trying to get back home.
I think it's like the stops is like really the most important part, maybe. But yeah,
I don't know if you
it's
can think of any off the top of your head, but if they did do a season two, they're obviously gonna do like completely new locations.
yes.
Maybe they might bring a one or two back, but I highly doubt it. They'll probably go with like all new stuff, which
They're gonna
makes
bring Ivy
sense because
back, that's for sure.
yeah, but like, what kind of locations would you like to
Okay,
see? Because me
I've
personally, I think okay. Here's one thing, by the way. Most likely, if they did a season two, I like to imagine that we might be in the winter season now from the fall season. So I feel like
that'd
they
be kind
might
of cool.
do one episode. They might do one episode where it's like kind of snow themed.
That'd be awesome because we never really seen snow in Cars, like in the movies and stuff. The
Yeah, I mean
closest
we
we
have the
ever
ice racers.
well, yeah, but like in the movies, like in like a media kind of sense, the closest thing we ever got was like the background of Cars 3, how like the Radiator Springs mountains were like snowy, but that's kind of it. I don't think there was any in planes. Oh, I know there were some in there was snow in planes. Uh, I forgot, but uh, I have a few ideas of what would be awesome, and it's mainly because it's based off of some real life inspiration. Because I always like it when they use real life inspiration. But I think it would be cool if they visited like a car museum, if that makes sense. Like car museums, like kind of exist in real life, and there's one near me that in Branson, Missouri. It's like real. It's like cars that are like have been used in like movies and stuff. Uh,
Yeah.
I think it'd be kind of cool if they had like they like visit a museum and it's like I don't know they're like statues of like cars from movies or something. I think you could have some really fun like some sort of like cameo or something. You could even include movie like some car statues from like B movie or something. But
Oh, by the way, I want to say that I think Cars on the Road has aged so well, if I'm being honest, in terms of like how you end up viewing it after a while. You know how like some things like have recency bias and then it takes a while because normally like with things you have to see how it ages to really know like how good it is or how good you think it is. I honestly think Cars on the Road has aged a lot better than like its perception at the beginning. You
honestly,
know?
yeah, I'd say that like no one's really hating on it if that makes sense. Like
I
really
don't
the
think people.
only
I just think people. I just think people are disappointed about it. I wasn't really disappointed because I just kind of went into it with low expectations. The one thing
Same.
that I was disappointed with was the runtime of each episode. Like
Yes.
I think they were a little too short. I feel like they could have been longer. That was like the one thing I was disappointed with on the base level, but and I still kind of wish they were longer. But I think as they aged well, I think they've aged better, and I kind of like the show in
Yeah.
general more now.
I think the only thing I
Mostly
don't
because
like. Oh,
Mostly
sorry.
because, for once, this is actually something that exists, like it happens. Unlike Mater's Tall Tales, where like everything is clearly just like a story. When
Yeah.
this is actually like real time, it's something that actually happens and it ties in. Like I just like that aspect. The fact that
Yeah.
it's actually like in the universe, not just a made up story.
And McQueen and Mater's friendship is always fun. Like I enjoyed their friendship
They
in this
haven't
show.
they haven't visited their friendship like that since Cars 2. And Cars 2 they did it completely wrong.
Yeah.
So it
I'd
was
say
very
Cars
refreshing because it
3
almost
kind of did it like with the phone
no
call scene, but that's it.
Cars 3 was definitely the project where McQueen and Mater was like the least involved with each other.
Yeah. I don't blame them
Like their
though.
friendship was completely put to the sideline in Cars 3. Besides the phone call scene, like there's like barely even anything. There's maybe like a minute scene or something, but overall, like Mater is very sidelined in Cars 3.
I don't blame him though, just because of the whole Cars 2 feedback. uh
I'm just super glad because they could have easily like brought Mater along with him to train, with his destinations, but I'm super happy that they kept him back in town.
yeah.
Because I just don't think Mater really fits in enough. But the only thing that Mater would have fit in was the Demolition Derby.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Uh
It's kind of funny because it was kind of, as much as like I'm glad Mater didn't go. I feel like them having a Demolition Derby scene and like not having Mater there was kind of like weird because Demolition Derby just kind of feel like a thing.
honestly, for On the Road season 2, I doubt they would do it, but it would be kind of cool if they went to Thunder Hollow.
I feel like they would have done. I feel like they would entertain a Demolition Derby if they didn't already like do that in Cars 3.
Yeah, the only reason I could see them doing it is because like Mater being in it like would be kind of cool. And hey, I mean they reuse the Demolition Derby models like every episode anyways, so like why
See,
not?
what made no sense is okay, but Ivy's like backstory was the most stupid. But the thing I don't get is, I feel like they could have easily like done something better for Ivy's backstory. Like if you're gonna
Ivy was the
reuse
worst
the
part of On the
Thunder
Road.
Hollow models,
Ivy was the worst part of On the Road. Her backstory was just Cruz, but worse.
monster truck Cruz Ramirez. But anyway, I'm saying I feel like a better backstory for her to kind of salvage her character a bit. They should have made it so like she was formerly like a Demolition Derby racer and she was formerly at the Thunder Hollow. And they could have said like Miss Fritter like took over and then like she just got casted away and she lost herself, something along those lines.
That
But
would
I
actually
think it
be kind
actually
of
would have
cool.
been I think it would have been a cool like backstory to tie into Cars 3.
That'd be actually kind of cool. I think that's also like the thing I don't like about On the Road the most is like they never mention like past events at all. Like
Well, the only thing, okay, they don't mention past events, but the closest thing they do is bringing back Cruz, and
that's it. Like we don't see any
but even
characters
then, they don't.
return, and
I'll be honest. The biggest letdown was the fact that, um, that MC quote unquote it wasn't Sterling.
they should have just picked a different model. That model makes no sense.
I don't even blame Pixar. I blame Mattel for misleading all of us because we all saw the leak of the car first, and the car has Sterling's expression. So obviously everyone's gonna think like this is Sterling, like
Yeah,
he's gonna be in the
the
show. So I
diecast
don't really
like
blame
is worse.
Pixar. It's just Mattel's fault for misleading everybody to believing that it was Sterling because they were too lazy to change the expression.
Mm-hmm. I think something else is like I feel like there's options to put in like returning characters, like the tuners. Like, why weren't they there? Mini and Van, so easy. You could have had.
They could have easily done Minnie and Van in that one scene in the Road Rumbler episode. You know.
Yeah.
At the gas station.
They used Van's model.
Yeah, technically, I guess you could say like Van appears sometimes, like his model in green.
Yeah. I think. Oh, I thought of another cool episode idea. Like, I'm trying to think of like some things that they've never done that's like horrified. What if McQueen and Mater go to like a play, like a theater play? Like, I don't know, it'd just be kind of cool. And like Mater, I know that's kind of similar to B movie, but like, I think it'd be kind of interesting, like seeing something horrified. I'm trying to think of like some other things that they've never done. Oh, remember the Rusty's Racing Center with how they did like a bunch of play sets, and we were all thinking that they were gonna go there for like an episode.
Yeah,
that was also kind of annoying. I think that would have been a cool episode. Just it's kind of like a little recap.
I think they were like planning on it, but they scrapped it like sometime in the process.
Yeah. Cruz was also like out of nowhere. Like
Aaron, I'm gonna mute for a second. I'll be right back, alright?
Okay.
Hey Aaron, what's up?
Joe, wow. Everyone's coming in late.
Sorry, I know. I had some stuff to do and I was getting labels.
You're good.
I had to actually print a label for Jacob. He just bought something.
I knew it. He was talking about that earlier.
Yeah, it was pretty much, I think, just the on the road stuff you found today. What was it, like the Cave McQueen, that kind of stuff, yeah.
But we were just kind of done. We talked about the new case, and it has like 6 McQueens in that case.
Really? But like, so I didn't look at the full contents. I mean, I know I saw like some of it. Like it's gonna have Mateo. It's gonna have the new, what was it, A Racer short, or like short A Racer?
Some sort of salt flat racer. It has a name. The name's confirmed.
Yeah, I was thinking it's gotta be Salt Flats, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the name. Someone commented the name. I'm trying to find it.
It was something like it's just like a prototype name or something, obviously.
Niles Speedcone. That's the name. My theory, it's it's the Gremlin. Although I think there's like a confirmation
that would
be
cool.
I think the confirmation is that it's the blue that's jam and repaint with the engine, but.
Oh, okay. I think I made a custom of that one when
I also made a custom of it
because it was so easy because it was literally just the Dats Jammies model, you know.
With an engine.
I want to see there was another one I wanted to see though too, and I mean, doesn't the color change your Dats Jammin' literally turn blue?
Yes.
I'm just realizing now.
I think it's like a darker blue, but
yeah.
There's also the dinosaur. I cannot pronounce the name for the life of me, so I'm not gonna attempt it.
Yeah, they're so complicated, but I think it's a color changer one, right?
Yeah. It's the one we have as color changers, which I'm interested to see in the package. I assume they're gonna do like what they did with Doug Krinkelman, like how they raised the package.
Yeah, I'm guessing. I mean, it's kind of odd that they're okay with doing that because I feel like they haven't done something like push the limits like that in years, you know?
I think
like usually they're just like so quick to make it an exclusive.
I think it's because of the fact that deluxes are no longer a thing, and they have like this.
Yeah.
They have like this new package mold so that they can like do it now, instead of it being limited in like a certain size. Which, as much as I miss the old package look, I do think that this is a pro.
Yeah, I hope that they'll make like I hope when they go to make Mado now, I hope Mado is a single and like they don't try and like, I mean, I guess a multi-pack is okay, but like I just hope like they don't try putting her in like another Amazon set or something.
Yeah, I think she could fit though. And also like I'm trying to remember her name, the Chiefess, like the car with like the from the Road Rumbler episode. I don't know if you.
I'm back, Aaron.
Oh, Joe's here finally.
I know. I heard that. I saw his like profile picture pop up the second I muted, and I'm like, "Oh, are you kidding me?"
we were talking about like the Toy Story 5 and like possible Cars 4. The thing is like
I saw that you sent the image of the Toy Story 5, so it's confirmed.
Yeah, it's confirmed.
It's been confirmed for a while. It got confirmed alongside Frozen 3 and Zootopia 2. Zootopia 2 is the only. Zootopia 2 is the only sequel that I support. The other two, though, no.
I don't mind a Frozen 3 just because I like trilogies. The only thing is that this probably won't even be the last. So.
Wait, why did I forget that there was a Frozen 2? When did Frozen 2 come out?
2019, the same year as Toy Story 4.
Really? I must have never seen it. I honestly, like, this is new information to me.
Frozen 2 is not that bad. It's honestly better than this first one.
Oh, by the way, I got like 2 of like the classic packages in the mail yesterday.
Ooh.
Oh, which ones did you get?
I got a Final Lap Coriander Y-Track and a Lenticular 2010 Ferrari F430.
I remember Coriander was pretty rare, I think, back in the day, before they started re-releasing her.
I got this one for $12, so at least I can like bring it.
That's
at least
deal.
I can like keep it for my package collection. Yeah. I just love how they made her so big back then.
And if I recall, the antenna piece isn't it? It didn't come attached on that model, right?
No, but like that was their own fault because they made her so big that you can't have the antenna because it wouldn't fit in the blister properly.
I never got the old one. I'm not really a variant collector. I'm more of a what's more accurate collector.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, same. I mean, I'm not like I'm gonna open this. Well, my Coriander Y-Track Loose is the 2016 one, which is smaller anyway. I'm just using this one to keep in the package and put it with my other Final Lap singles.
How do you feel about this year so far, Joe?
I mean, honestly, I think some of the cases are pretty solid. I mean, I'm happy that I mean, let's talk about the fact that like the East Coast is getting the new cars now. Like, I don't know if that's like, going to be like a thing moving forward or like.
No, okay, you know what's funny is that the first time in a while that the East Coast has gotten the cars first, they couldn't have picked a better time to finally get them first. Because these are definitely like the best couple cases of the year so far.
True.
Yeah, but I think they are being found like all over the nation now. I saw someone in Michigan find them. I saw someone in California find them. I saw someone in Texas find them. Someone in Florida, I think. So like literally all over.
Of course, Cryptid Buster McQueen's not in this case.
I know, and it would have been so perfect if it was like literally. I mean, what are the odds? The Walmart cases, they like literally always just get half. It's like now it's like they're getting all the new ones but one. That's so annoying.
I know. I think it's because the 100th anniversary cars are in the case.
They take up so many spots. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why.
Well, yeah, but because you're not gonna exclude any of the Disney 100 cars. Like you're gonna include all of them, and that makes sense.
But at least the circus car is really cool, and it might be my favorite circus car of all of them so far.
The name is a little like, well, I mean, the first name Claire is fine, but like the last part of the last name is a little odd. What's it like? Gun? Like the apostrophe's like in the middle of the name.
It's Claire Gunzer.
Gunzer. Okay.
That's such a interesting last name. Imagine someone's last name in real life was Gunzer.
I mean, they get so specific. Like some of the last names on these cars. It's like really funny.
The next clown car's name is Kelly Beanbright, which sounds a little bit better. It just sounds more, I guess, clownified or clownish.
Yeah. But I know it's just the mini model, but like it makes me want Thailand to release mini because like the mouth expression is really nicely molded and like the eyelids, it's a good mold.
I mean, I'm surprised. I mean, time's ticking. I feel like they'll probably do Van and Mini soon, you know?
I hope so.
Have they even done Van's model from Thailand yet?
No.
Well, I mean, if you count Keith Cone.
Well, is it the same? Are they like identical?
They're similar.
Like not the mouth, like because I know sometimes like the bumper, like the roof rack.
Yeah, well, obviously, no, not the mouth. I think they're supposed to be the same model. I think so. If obviously the mouth, like you said, is different, but I think shape wise, they're supposed to be the same. Because I think the other one, Colin Borev, I think that one's a little lower to the ground. I noticed.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Joe, remember Racer A Short that I told you about, right? I forgot that there was a listing a while ago, and we know that the listing said Niles Speed Cone, so that's the name of the car, and we know that is that car because it got leaked from the Walmart listings, right alongside Cryptobuster Mater and Mateo, and they're all in the same case, so it makes sense. So that racer has to be Niles Speed Cone, and that's likely a Salt Flats racer, a new one. So we still don't know who it is, but
ones.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be refreshing, honestly, because we haven't gotten a new Salt Flats car since Gersten Marshall. So I don't mind that we're getting another new one because it's refreshing. It's been a while.
I think the thing I like
about found that case at Target.
This case,
we're just hoping that Niles Speed Cone is the green gremlin. That's the one that everyone wants.
Me too. I really hope it is. This case is honestly a really good case. I think the only I think this might be my second favorite case. The thing I like about it is that there's 5 new cars, and each car is from a different short, different episodes.
Yeah, I'm so glad they're doing more more shorts now, because in the beginning it was all just Salt Flats.
Yeah,
I feel like
the
Salt Flats is
nothing but Salt Flats.
It's the Mater the Greater of the Cars tunes. I feel like that's what Salt Flats is to
oh, I'd say Tokyo Mater
on the road. Oh, or that too. Yeah, maybe that's bigger. But it's kind of like the flagship,
Yeah. Honestly, Case G might be my favorite though. That's the Roadrunner McQueen, the dinosaur forklift thing, and then what else? Oh yeah, and then the Circus Beetle, and then of course the 3 Cars Tune re-releases.
Circus Beetle looked cool. Yeah.
I assume you've opened the cars that you found, right? So far.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of the McQueen variants? That the cave one and the deputy one.
Honestly, I only got the chance to look at the cave one because I got that one the day before. I have to go look at the deputy one, and and Claire. But I thought the cave McQueen was pretty well done.
Oh yeah,
looking at it. I mean, even it physically, because I had the color changer one, kind of has a spot holder, and then I replaced it with the diecast one. And I just noticed just comparing them, the color changer one doesn't have all the body lines and stuff that the diecast one does. So it looks really cool, and the paint too feels cool.
Oh yeah, I love the I like how there's not that much plastic. It's a really heavy McQueen. I thought the top was gonna be plastic because it's it's weird because the top portion is a separate metal piece. It's 2 metal pieces put together.
I know, they so rarely do that, 2 metal pieces.
Yeah, honestly, I would have suspected that the overhang
is one of few.
I would have suspected that they would have done the overhang plastic. That just would have been my prediction.
I'm happy they did. And
I mean, that's good though.
And you can barely tell it's separate pieces because the line's pretty good. Really the only plastic thing is the spoiler and of course the wheels and bases and the eye plate.
Speaking of color changers, so I'm I don't know if I mentioned this to you, Aaron. I think I was talking about it with Jacob, but I got a collection of cars which I'm selling now. So I have to go. I hate taking pictures of the color changers because I always have to dunk them in half.
Yeah.
So I try and show both in the cover photo because some people don't know what it is. They just think it's a green Chick Hicks. But yeah, I'm taking photos of those now.
But yeah, with Toy Story 5 leaked, I was just gonna mention this last thing, but I really hope they don't make a Cars 4, although I feel like it's inevitable that they're going to make one.
It's just such a money grab at this point, which I mean, I can't say. here's what I'll say. I would honestly, not that I want a Cars 4. I'm less upset that they are making a Cars 4 because I wasn't already happy with how they closed out Cars 3 100%.
Oh, I like Cars 3.
I would be more upset, I think, like Toy Story 4, for example. Toy Story 3, I felt like they closed out so great. And then it felt like super unnecessary that they made Toy Story 4. And now don't even talk about 5, but like, I'm glad that at least didn't happen with Cars 3, where they closed it so good, and then they make Cars 4 and like it ruins that.
I mean, I like how it ends, but
I wish they did close it better.
Yeah,
though,
no,
because
I
wanted 3. I mean, I really hope 3 stays the last movie. I just think Cars it deserves to be a trilogy. Like, I just don't think anything beyond that.
To be honest, though, do we really say Cars 2 is canon?
Well, the concept of Cars 2
it's still
is fine.
But it's still like
here's the thing, like
Cars 2
was. Here's the thing, Cars 2 was planned poorly. The plot was poorly. The characters, the way they act is poorly. But the concept, right? The concept of traveling the world Grand Prix especially, I love all that about Cars 2. And I support that, right? I kind of like that there's a middle movie in between McQueen being a rookie and McQueen being like a veteran, like, you know, basically the Doc Hudson of the modern era. I kind of like how there's a middle movie where McQueen's in his prime. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just wish that they focus on the World Grand Prix.
I think Cars 2 kind of ruins the factor of us wanting a Cars 4. Because if Cars 2 never happened and Cars 3 was Cars 2, I think we might be asking for a sequel a little bit more. Just because we only have 2 movies. And
yeah, no, I get it.
I think Planes also kind of ruins it because like we technically already have 5 Cars movies. But
that's still, I mean, can you believe, well, first of all, they were going to make a Planes 3
and a Trains movie.
I still cannot believe that they made the 2 literally a year apart.
Less than a year. It was less than a year because Planes came out in August and Planes 2 came out.
That means that Planes 2 was already like in production like before the first one came out. So they, regardless of like regardless of how the first one did, right? Like in terms of its media reviews, it's like merchandise sales. Like they were so confident that just to do the second one too, like no matter what.
I think they shouldn't have been released in theaters because then it would make more sense. Like. Because they've done this before where they've made, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example that, it's made by the same animation that did, like, the Cars tunes. And it's made by the same animation that did, like, I did research on Planes, so they did, like, Tinkerbell movies, like, every year. They did, like, 7, I think, movies every year. Or not every year, like, 7 movies, like, in a span of a year. If that makes sense. And like they were so easy to make because the animation was cheaper, like Planes was. But for some,
so is it kind of like just like the Thailand equivalent, but like for Disney movies?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, I like the Thailand diecast a little bit more than China, but that's just me.
Yeah. No.
It depends on what car it is.
Okay. Yes, it depends. I like the
Mel
pink
Dorado,
more.
For example, you're not trying to tell me
that's
Thailand
so
one
bad,
better.
That's so, yeah.
Oh my god.
I will forever say this, right? The Thailand Mel Dorado, I don't know if you're gonna know who I'm talking about, but in the Mickey Mouse realm of things, what's his name? Dr. Von Doofenshmirtz or something, the duck, like that scientist character.
Don't think that's his
Mel
name,
Dorado
but yeah, I know
car,
what you're talking about.
It kind of looks like a clarified version of that character. You know?
I know who you're talking about.
It's just the
That's
way
really
his mouth
funny.
is shaped too. The way his mouth shape looks like a beak of a duck.
Here's a good
There's a
example.
few others that are pretty bad.
Here's some good examples of like really good ones, like every single Ramon. I love the Thailand Ramon, specifically Yellow Ramon.
Oh yeah, Ramon from Thailand is elite.
I mean, I'm not a fan of the hydraulic Ramones they make for some reason.
Okay,
I just never was a fan of like the model itself.
I'm thankful that like Joe made a custom like Yellow Ramon just like on basic, floor level. The fact that they haven't done a regular Yellow Ramon is honestly kind of, sad because we just have the hydraulic one. and the color is so much better. But they haven't done one with that color on the low, right? So you're just kind of stuck with that gold one, which just has no, like, it doesn't fit in at all.
Yeah, and it's inaccurate. But yeah, I think Thailand Ramones. Also, I think I feel like Thailand's like color is a little bit better. Like I feel like they have more unique colors selections.
Yeah, I would say so because they put more metallic paints in
Yeah.
like the colors, which I think is pretty cool. Like more of a spectra flame, which is it like reminds me of like not Hot Wheels. That's not the right word, but like it reminds me of something like there's a car brand. It's like next to Matchbox. I think it's called Ezio. It kind of reminds me of like those. Like they look a little more like realistic. The paints.
Yeah, it's like a nice gloss shiny to them as well. Also, I feel like Thailand cars don't chip as easily compared to China.
Oh, definitely not. Or I noticed that they chip like white underneath, so it's like they already have a primer coat on it, which I think is pretty cool because like then it just makes the chips less noticeable.
And also, I feel like
their paint's so thick.
Like I feel like their decals don't miss a line compared to China's.
They don't miss a line; they're just grainy.
Yeah, and sometimes they're not that grainy. Like from a far distance, like
certain times they're not.
Like I feel like Deputy McQueen's like decals aren't that grainy.
Not that bad, but I mean, that's the only thing China had over.
Well, yeah, the Disney 100 cars can't possibly have grainy decals when they barely have decals. By the way, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't the Disney 100 flow only the 6th like version of flow I've ever gotten in terms of like variations?
There's do we count like
the
model difference, like the model change?
No, like just like pure variations, not including lenticulars, but like actual variations.
Not including lenticulars. So there was
normal
obviously
flow,
the first flow,
flow with tray, Pitcrew, flow with the Pitcrew flow.
Yeah, and then road trip flow and fan favorites flow, and then now this one. I don't think there's any others.
I mean, you could count when they redesigned flow for Cars 3. I don't know. Would you count that as a new model or just like a variation?
I mean, I just don't want to. The reason why I don't want to count it is because I feel like you have to like count the variations for anything that like changed factories. I know that one was still in China, but like it's still meant to be a regular flow. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
True.
Do we count Precision Series? But yeah, if so,
if you want. But yeah, I think in terms of like, I guess what came out in the main line, this is like only the 6th one we've ever gotten.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice. Honestly, I don't
surprised
mind
they never
them
made a
doing
Christmas
flow.
one.
That's right, they never did.
Bro, I don't get why they haven't. I don't understand what's stopping. I don't understand what's stopping them from doing it from one of their Christmas lines one year. When they bring.
And they never gave me new ones this year, which is so odd because I don't understand why they re-released them. Then, if you're gonna make it a point that you're gonna be making new cars for this line like they did in 2021, then you might as well do it in 22.
They actually haven't re-released any holiday cars this year.
No, I mean like for 2022.
Oh,
they did 2022 going into 2023.
Yeah.
They did the reindeer the first time around, and even when they brought them back in 2017, we had the stars with roof lights. All we need is like pretty much like flow with Sally's earmuffs, cause it's like the same thing. I'm pretty sure.
We also need Lizzie. And Red.
Lizzie's in the 100th anniversary case. I'm pretty sure.
No, the Christmas Lizzie. Like a Christmas themed Lizzie.
What was she wearing in the book?
She had like a white top, like a candy cane like design on the
striping,
side.
Right? And she had what's it called, like mistletoe on like the roof, I think.
Oh, okay. And I think Red just had.
Yeah, it would have been easy though.
But next year, I'm really happy that they're doing like nothing but on the road. I was a little bit annoyed at first, but I think I'm kind of happy just because it gets it out of the way. I just hope that they don't re-release it all next year.
Yeah, I'm still just kind of disappointed so far with like anything from any of the movies. So I feel like they could do better with some of the re-releases. You know,
at least I feel like a lot of the on the road stuff is honestly pretty cool. Like even if it's not Cars 1 or Cars 2, like just the cars, some of them are like pretty like nice looking. So I feel like
but they need to
I
get.
don't mind it as much.
They need to just get like all the iconic stuff out of the way, though. Then I'll be fine. And by iconic, I just mean like they're prominent enough in the show. Like obviously Mato, Mater's sister. The rest of the Mater variations that we still need, like Randy, is another one that I think would be nice to get.
Some more circus cars, some more salt flats cars, trucks.
It's like I don't mind them focusing on the road. Like I don't blame it at all. I just hope that they take advantage of this year where it's purely like on the road focused. Like I want them to take advantage of it and actually release everything that's prominent enough. So by the end of the year, pretty much like the only things you have left to release from the show are like background things. Or like not many people would really care how long you take with them.
You want to know something that's kind of sad?
What's that?
We already have more new cars this year than we did last year.
And there's 5 cases.
Really?
And we still have 5 cases to be revealed.
We had exactly 22 cars last year.
Well, didn't the cases for 2022 start coming out like so late? If I remember.
Yeah,
did they not come out until like March or something?
No, I'm pretty sure the first ever like 2022 singles case hit Target stores in like February, which
really but like there was like no new cars. There's like no new cars.
Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah, the thing is like for the longest time, the only technically new thing was like Mater with a working toe hook, which should have been a thing since 2006.
Yeah, and then we got Too Deep with headset, and then we got.
And they never even made a Too Deep with headset. They just like.
Yeah, they
you
just
think they would have like. Yeah. You think they would have at least maybe released a matching one?
That would have been a nice 2-pack, but
given the matching one the opposite
name. I'm pretty sure, right? Within the first 5 cases of 2022, the only new car from those first 5 cases was pretty much Jay with VR headset. So it took like 5 cases just to finally get a new car, and it was just a variation.
And then we got Keith Cone, Bertha Butters wagons. Like there was not that many good.
I actually think their new cars were good though. As much
they
as,
were.
Like, it was very like
tractor with
like as much as like it was
cool.
very little. I actually think the new releases were like good new releases. Like Bertha Butters wagon was, finally, you get that. I'm just hoping they actually do Benny Caliper now because he'll be one step closer to like uncanceling every single final lap car. I'm pretty sure it's like him and Bernie Banks. They're like the most obvious ones.
Him, Bernie Banks, and I feel like there's one more.
I'm
trying to think. Oh, I mean they haven't done it yet. I think it was planned at least. Didn't they make the yellow pickup one, or wanted to make the yellow pickup one?
Yeah.
That one's somewhat iconic, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's the most prominent race fan in the first movie that they haven't done in terms of like have a good shot of them.
I hope next year I hope they make new cars like equally, like from each like movie or something, like an equal amount of new cars, including Cars tunes, maybe, please.
I really hope that they make an equal amount of the Cars tunes.
Well, yeah, because so far we only have like seen Tokyo Mater, and there's no like Cars tune stuff in the Cryptid Buster Mater and Mateo case or anything.
It's so weird if they just make the Tokyo Mater ones.
What's even weirder is if the Tokyo Mater stuff only remains like in that one case only. Like that was just weird. It feels like just one case of the whole year where it has 3 stuff in Tokyo Mater, and like none of the other cases have anything.
I hope. I mean, there's also that 2-pack case, but I hope we get more. I hope we get more. Is it like
I can totally see them re-releasing? Like, I'll be honest. I can totally see them re-releasing Van Sant. I just have that feeling.
No, you see, they're gonna release
like that
Kabuto.
Kind of car they re-release.
They're gonna release Kabuto.
That'd be stupid.
I'm pretty sure he was like leaked, like a leaked name.
Yeah, but they'll probably. I don't think they'll label Kabuto.
They're making a mini racer one.
I think they'll still label Kabuto under like as seen in Cars 2.
Yeah. I could see them do like a 2-pack or something, like Drift Party Mater and Kabuto.
Aren't they already making Drift Party Mater twice this year?
Yeah, it's in a 2-pack like, with McQueen and this is a single.
They wouldn't do it like 3 times.
This is Mattel.
Okay, I mean, I can't lie. I can't lie. It is pretty dope to finally get Drift Party Mater and what's it, Oil Stains McQueen?
No, it's just
the dragon.
Oh, okay, that's fine. But still, like, that's pretty cool.
But
yeah, at least Ito Sam will finally be towable. I mean, I
hope
I hope he has the basics.
Imagine.
I mean, they did it with Otis, and they did it with King. The Damage King.
I'd be very impressed if they did. I'd be very
impressed. Would.
Oh, really? It's on Damage King?
Mm-hmm. The new one.
I never knew that. Huh. I don't think I have the new one opened. I have it sealed somewhere, but...
You should probably get one to open, because he's pretty different.
I know, it's supposed to be pretty different, right?
Yeah, it's like
very different.
It has a new mouth
expression. Has like a new Yeah, it even has like...
Yeah, I saw the new mouth expression.
I actually don't mind the smile, because you can kind of picture it being like, you know, after McQueen pushes him over the finish line.
Mm-hmm.
Watch them do like... Watch like the
re-releases.
Hold on.
By the way, Joe, this is kind of weird. Mm-hmm. But by the way, I don't know if you know, but that Damage King, it actually has like the base holes like underneath for Mater to tell.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's so interesting that they're doing it. Like, obviously it makes sense because like he's like supposed to be like a damaged racer. So
I think it's like made for
towable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tow Truck Tom with tow hook and damaged Moon Springs 2-pack when? Please.
Wait, what'd you say?
Tow Truck Tom with working tow hook and damaged Mood Springs 2-pack.
Working tow hook. How crazy would that be?
I'd rather them.
I'm surprised no one's ever done that. Actually, like a custom.
That'd be a cool custom. I think Tow Truck Tom with a working tow hook would be kind of cool because, like, I don't know, I think it'd be kind of interesting. Yvonne, Mater.
I feel like Mattel gives us good stuff, but every single time I just like look at them and be like, you always like do not take advantage of these situations.
I know.
Like the amount of stuff that they can release, right? And they can easily do, but they just don't do. Like you're just missing out on so much money. Like that. You know the World Grand Prix like 5-pack, for example? And they just came out
I've seen so many of it. Like,
Same.
Oh my god, so many.
Yeah, but listen, all you had to do, right, was do like, you know, you could have uncanceled Shoe with Flames and Miguel with Flames in that pack alone and just sell it. Imagine how much better that would sell.
They could have also put like Lewis's Pity or Shoe's Pity in that pack and replace Ryle. Other examples of cars like this.
You know, it's so funny because at Walmart today I saw like 6 of that pack and the only one that was stolen was Raul.
Wait, really?
There's just one box that was opened and the only car stolen was Raul.
I think he's the least common from the 5 from the last 2 years. So
I was gonna say even World Grand Prix McQueen is probably not harder to find, but like less released now than Raul Carroll.
I saw this when I went to Gael to a Target once. Like, there was this box, like in one of the 11 packs, and it was completely damaged and ripped. And no car was taken, but the box was just like damaged because someone blatantly tried to open it and like go into it. And I told him like right then and there, like, if you're gonna go through all that effort, like you might as well just take something because they just like destroyed like the entire side of the box just to give up and like all the there.
I hope Target starts getting them some good cases soon.
They just got Case B.
Dude, I'm pretty. That is so.
Which
sad.
one's that?
I'm sorry, that is so sad.
Which is Casey?
They just got Case
Target has with Gerson Marshall.
Oh yeah, I saw that the other day.
I'm sorry, that is so sad. Like we're in April and you're just now getting the very first case of the year when there's already been at least maybe I think we're on like the 4th case of the year in terms of availability.
You know what I really wish? I really wish that stores just got random cases. Like it wasn't like because like you know how like Walmart always gets the same cases, Target always gets the same cases. It's always like they go all on and off with each other.
Well, they used to.
I feel like it would just be so cool if like they were just like random cases. Like it could be any case that year you don't know. That would be so cool, you know?
That'd be
Joe,
nice.
have you ever like in your past like considered working like at a Walmart or a Target purely just to like get the insight on the new cases that like got shipped?
I have. Well, I thought about doing that when I was younger, like 10, 11, when like or like 12 even, like when it was like really like popular that like or really common that Target would get new stuff, Walmart would get new stuff, like you know. But like I feel like now there's just like it's less exciting, so I wouldn't really have that. And like
Don't
back
people
then
in the
too,
toy
like,
department have the power to? I mean, wait, don't like people in the toy department? Can't they like order like a shipment to the store if they wanted to?
I think they can. I'm honestly not sure
Because
how that
like
works.
I feel like I mean, if that's the case, like I would totally like like just go and work at Target just to like purposely like order the new Cars cases to the store.
Can you just buy the case too if you work there? Honestly,
I just really hope that honestly I know this sounds bad, but I really hope that the new 2-pack case doesn't come out for a while. And it's only because, I want Deputy McQueen as a single to live longer. Like in the good side of me.
I'm
Like I
sorry.
don't want to get like ticked off about it.
I'm sorry, but as a fan of Tokyo Mater, I refuse to agree with that. Because I want Dragon
like,
McQueen.
Imagine like you finally cave in, and that's not a pun, but imagine you finally cave in on the Deputy McQueen, like the single, and then like a week later, you see that the Bella Cadavra 2-pack with him is like actually like available like online, it's starting to leak out and all this stuff, and you're just like, oh great.
All I'm saying is that once the 2-packs leak, I'm buying all of them. Okay, no. I'm gonna buy the Tokyo Mater ones for sure.
You would not buy them all at once. That will easily be over $100. You want to know how much that they go for immediately?
I hope the Cars tunes don't get overpriced.
If you want my advice, Aaron, I would personally go and just buy the whole case. If I'm being honest, like I would just like get it from car lot sales, like get the whole case,
Yeah.
And then like the remnant 2-packs, just sell them on your eBay store.
I've actually never bought a whole case ever.
Me neither. I'm still waiting for that moment to do so. I'm just like, I don't know. I guess I'm just waiting for the right time.
I'm tempted to get.
I've done it for some singles ones.
I'm tempted to get the case with Road Rumbler McQueen and the Cars tunes. Just because I really want the Cars tunes. I actually don't have any of those Cars tunes. No, wait, no. I have the police car, but that's like one I don't care getting multiple of.
Patoka, right?
Yeah. But
yeah, Patoka. Are they re-releasing Patoka?
Yeah, it's him, Drift Party Mater, and Ito-san.
And a Dragon McQueen in the 2-pack.
Oh, okay.
You know, like those.
I'm just hoping they expand.
Me too. I hope they make more. There's also like a rumor that we're supposed to get like, Vladimir Trunkov and, I'm trying to remember.
Spacer.
Yeah, Tub Spacer. I hope that's true because the re-releases are kind of bad. Very bad re-releases this year. Minus the Cars tunes, but like Cars.
Okay, there've been some highlights, but like not like some highlights, right? Are like Rich Mixon and Fair Game, like they're good re-releases because of how valuable they were before.
But
there's other ones that like I just don't really care about because they're all, as much as like some of them are valuable, they're all within like the span of like the last 3 years or so.
Yeah.
I mean, Taco might be coming out, right? Isn't he on the back of some of the boxes?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, but we have like 5 more cases for him to appear in, which I mean, I hope he appears in one of them because then like technically he's like a canceled car.
I mean, he could go like what's it called?
But didn't
Was it
Tyler
Road
already
Repair
release it?
McQueen? Or no, it was one of the cars that, remember, they just stuck Road Repair McQueen in the case like after the year it ended because they hyped up a car and never made it.
Oh yeah, I know what you're
I'm
talking
forgetting.
about.
Oh,
I mean,
maybe
I
it
don't
was
know
Cone
what
Teeth
car, but I
Mater.
know the occasion.
It might have been Cone Teeth Mater.
It
No, I
probably
think what
was.
they did is they replaced. I think what they did was they replaced Cone Teeth Mater within that 2016 main line. They just like made like Road Repair McQueen like that single, like just to fill it in.
Something about Walmart's that I really hope that they do. I hope they make the cars aisle like wider than just two pegs. Cause
Wait, what'd you say?
I hope they make the Walmart aisles bigger because like they're literally two pegs wide.
Oh, like the entire section?
Yeah,
I
like
mean, well, I think they're doing the spring reset now, so if they are, it
please,
probably it
please,
would be happening now, I think,
because
or like about to happen.
because Lightyear, the movie Lightyear ruined the cars
Hmm.
aisle. This is my
Oh my god,
Walmart's.
bro! I hate Lightyear so much. Not just the movie. I hate its merchandise.
Like
No
imagine
one cares about the Lightyear merchandise. Like absolutely nobody.
it had the same problem the Cars 3 diecast had, but the big difference is that no one's buying the Lightyear stuff. Like no one's buying them. There's a huge bin like in like the middle, like what are those stuff called? Like the bins like in the middle where they just dump stuff for like sale. I don't know what it's called, but they have like a whole thing of Lightyear stuff there, while also having the whole Lightyear section right next to the cars aisle, and it's like overflowing into the cars aisle. Like it's bad. They need to make the cars aisles bigger, and it it needs to be done like now, because while my WalMarts are really good in terms of stock, they're like overflowing because they only have like 4 spaces of pegs. It's like the biggest problem.
So, by the way, Aaron, do you think we'll get the rest of the Townies as Disney 100 cars?
Well, we know that I'm trying to think. I'm sorry, just kind of what did you say?
Do
The
you think we'll get the other Disney 100 like Townies, like as Disney 100 cars? Because we
me
know that a new version of McQueen is coming, and I mean, I don't like that anyways. But it's the Cruiser McQueen. It's
he
based
looks
off of
better.
Cruiser McQueen, but as a Disney 100.
He looks
I
better.
just don't see. Okay, it looks better, but I just don't see them like doing that McQueen on its own, like just so randomly away from the rest of these. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
just don't see them like doing this McQueen in like one case, and it's just on its own, just separated from all the other ones that got released at the same time. Like I just don't see that.
I could
So
see
that's why
them I could
I
see them do
personally think
Luigi.
that we will get
Agree.
like a I do personally think we'll get like almost like a second wave of these Disney 100 cars that has Sheriff, Sarge, Fillmore, Luigi, and Guido. That's just my guess.
I'm surprised he's not in this case actually. I just realized he's not in this case. Probably
Well, they
Luigi
probably
and
want to
Guido.
space it. That's my point. If they're doing like a whole second wave, quote unquote, they want to like spread it out from the first wave.
Yeah. Also, total side question. How many cases do we get a year again?
Okay, well, normally, I think we normally get 12. I could be wrong. But we're going to get one less than last year because case A was canceled, obviously, but the alphabet still will go in order.
Okay,
So we are
so
going to get one less case than last year because A was canceled.
okay. So we get 12
Correct me if
cases?
I'm wrong. I think case M is always the last case of the year. Maybe I could be completely wrong about that, but
I'm curious because like I'm trying to do like a mathematical way of like re-releasing or not re-releasing of like releasing new cars to have an equal amount of like new cars a year. Like an equal amount. Okay,
yeah, I get it.
I think N's last. According to someone, we're getting case N this year. So if there's 12 and you times it by...
Wait. I can do my math. Hold on.
Okay.
There's 5 cases left, and pretty sure the last case was H. So, yeah, it is N. Because they skip I in the alphabet because it's too similar to a 1. So after H, it will go like straight to J, then K, then L, then M, and then case N will be the last case of the year.
I see. Okay. I'm curious, like, I'm also trying to think, like, next year, if they did, like, 5 new cars or something, like, per case, and, like, each one is from, like, a new, like, movie/show, like, one car from 1, 2, 3 tunes, and then... The only thing is that, you get, like, 12 new cars from each thing. And I feel like we need more than that for certain stuff, like 3 or the tunes.
You want to know what I think is the most forgotten new release that's confirmed so far that I feel like no one talks about because it's just so forgotten already?
What?
The Harlem Haynes, like, Clown Pity in the 2-pack.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Even more reason to get the whole 2-pack case.
Yeah.
The only bad 2-pack I think from it, to be honest, is Revo Cost and That's Jam, and like, that's just gonna be more duplicates of them.
Yep. They really like to release those guys, don't they?
Yeah, the thing is though, is that like that Harlem Haynes 2-pack, it comes with a clown car. We don't know what clown it is. It could still be a new clown, but
I think it's just an old clown.
Odds are it's gonna unfortunately be like a Greebles or something like that. If it's Claire Gunzer, I'm gonna be so upset, actually.
Anyways, I think this is a good way to, like, end the podcast, just because, like, we've talked about everything new so far, and theories and stuff. So
yeah, I get it.
Thank you for joining this podcast. Hopefully next, like, this was some nice new stuff, but
I think I've been on mute half the time.
Oh.
That I didn't realize for like the past few minutes.
Oh.
That's funny.
Wait, you've been like...
Yeah, no, I do think this is a good way to
So you've been like talking to yourself, basically?
It appears that way, yes.
Anyways, hope you enjoyed this podcast. I'm trying to think when we get new info. Is there like a 2-pack case information happening soon?
2-pack, okay, unfortunately, like 2-pack cases get revealed every like first day of the month. So we got a while.
Really? I didn't realize there was a pattern to it. Every first day of the month.
Yeah, there is. I know what the...
That's
something to look forward to.
I know what the 2-packs is every first day of the month, and every singles case is every 15th of the month.
That's not a while.
Is this just
like
Rhett's, like... Is this
like...
just Rhett's, like, announcing?
Yeah, it's
or
his...
This is...
Yeah, it's his, like... Yeah, I'm pretty sure... No, it's because Mattel told him that he's only allowed to, like, reveal them, like, 2 months.
Yeah.
However, I mean, but yeah,
I think so.
I thought he got them from Get Me Collectibles. I didn't realize he got them from Mattel.
He probably gets it from Mattel.
Yeah, but he has to like follow their orders. Like he's not allowed to reveal them more than 2 months before their planned release date. So he's just revealing them like exactly like 2 months till their release date because it's in his own like I guess rules within like knowing this information in the first place.
I will say I do like how we have like a date to like get excited for this stuff. It is nice to have a date. It also
helps you plan the podcast around.
Yes.
You know?
So May 1st we'll get the new info?
It appears that way.
Okay, that's like a week and a half.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
It's not far
away.
It's
not too bad
I'm excited for the summer cases. Usually there's some good ones in like July and August.
Ooh.
I feel like that's when stores really start ordering cases.
Hopefully that's when Target actually starts ordering cases because
usually
that's
it's
the thing though. They just got case B. Does that mean like they have to buy case C and then case D? We have to wait for them.
I feel like it's always very patternized, and I feel like Target's always dead around now.
I feel like Target can easily, if they wanted to, skip cases. Like if they want to catch up, they're gonna have to. But who knows? But like they have a lot of cases to catch up on. But I can honestly see them like maybe like skipping a couple cases that just don't go to the stores.
Please don't skip case F. Please don't skip case F.
Actually, the The only case that I'm fine if they skip, honestly, is KC.
Yeah, because that I have found that a lot. And Case D. Wait, no. Case D. Eh. I'm probably saying that just because I have all the cards from Case D, but.
Yeah, honestly, I'm fine. I'm fine if they skip KC. As long as they go to like D or E, hopefully E, then I'm fine.
Actually, something about Case F. Case F that has the 100th anniversary cards, right?
Should.
It has been found in the UK, and Cryptid Buster McQueen is in that case in the UK.
It's because
they get the full cases.
Yeah, they get the full case. I actually have some people I know in the UK, like not like in the Cars community, like they don't. I mean, Cars is not relevant in their life at all. I just like know people who are in the UK, and honestly, I'm just so tempted to just like randomly ask them, because they don't even know about Cars at all. Like, so I feel like if I just randomly ask them, like if you can go and check and see if they have it, it's just gonna sound so random.
Wait, why might I ask my friend in Ireland now to go do that? I forgot that was a thing. Maybe I'll go ask him.
I'm like so tempted to get Cryptid Buster McQueen though. Just because it's like
how much is he going for now?
He goes for like 30.
I still wanna wait a bit.
Okay.
I feel like if I ever see a Cryptid Buster McQueen for like less than $20, I say I might go for it.
Yeah, but if I see it for cheaper, I'd be very
tempted. I'm not spending like 25 or up on him. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not, because I know he's gonna dim down eventually. I'm just waiting for him to like hit the 15-ish price range, and then I'll probably get him online.
Yeah.
Especially once they make the color changer one. The color changer one, I believe, is in the next color changer case.
Oh, no more color.
Then they'll both die down.
I hope they don't do any more color changers.
They're gonna make so many more color changers. I feel like this is the new normal.
I don't want any more color. If they're gonna do color changes, do some like normal ones. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the podcast because it's been on for a little too long. Thank you for joining me, and I guess we'll see y'all sometime after May 1st.
I think it's a good time. Yeah.
No, I think we need to do it on May 1st for a celebration.
What?
Watch the case doesn't come out that day.
Oh yeah, I was saying May 1st.
We'll do it the day the case comes out.
I was gonna do Cars 3 release.
Oh, because of
But anyways, hope you enjoyed this stream, everyone, and I'm gonna put Joe and Jacob's socials in the description. Follow them, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.
Goodbye.